Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So this video is my week one. It's actually not week one because August 1st fell on, I think, like a Thursday. So it was actually the 5th week of July. It fell on that 5th week of July. So it's like the last 3 days of that 5th week of July. So I don't count this as the first week. I will show you how I am dealing with those types of days. I don't like to start that or those extra days on my week one because it's officially not the first week of the month. But this is my update for the first 3 days of August. Now, down here at the bottom of this sheet, it says personal budget worksheet. Then it says like week one, week two, it goes into those. What I have started doing, or what I did this budget, was I actually dated these for the weeks themselves. So where you have what would have been 5th week, I actually put in, I changed the name to August 1st through the 3rd. Then I went in for August 4th through 10th, 11th through 17, 18, 24, and 25, 31. So I made sure to make that adjustment this month. So I would know when I paid things and when, you know, what specific days I'm looking at. So I went through my budget, and as you remember, I am about $1,700 in the hole for the things that I need to pay for this month. Now, there are some things that can wait until the end of the month, which would be my new August paycheck, which, you know, is no big problem. There are some things that do have to get done, and I'm going to make allowances and adjustments for those. So going over here to my actual is where I'm going to start filling in. So my payroll deposit on my summer share account actually dumped in $1,965 on the 31st of July. My aunt sent, or she deposited for me, $120, but this says $152.55. So what additionally what happened was, because my summer share money is in an account and it sits in there for almost a year, we draw interest on that. So my interest for this year was $32.55, and they also dumped that into my account as well. So I just put here from what my aunt sent plus what got dumped in, that $32.55 made this number as far as unexpected gifts, monies, blessings, or funds transfer. The $32.55 was a funds transfer, and then just money was the $120 that my aunt put in here. And so that made that $152.55, giving me a total to work with of $2,117.55. So with that being said, I'm going to take you into August the 1st through the 3rd for expenses that I have paid. So my mortgage is $901.55. But last year, I did not pay enough into escrow, and my mortgage payment last year was $910. Even though I didn't put in enough escrow, my payment still went down. So I've just kept it at $910, and I put $8.45 towards my escrow so I don't run short this next year. My electric bill was $178.49, and my water bill was $96.84. Now, I am praying that when I get my next water bill, this will be much lower because we have taken care of that running toilet in the kids' bathroom. So if it's not any lower, then I have to figure out, is there something deeper than what the problem is that we tried to fix? So I paid those bills on Friday. Also, I paid my internet at $70.99. Now these little marks here, these little red triangles, tell me that I have a note there. I put in notes, and what I put in were my confirmation numbers of the payments. So if something comes back and says, oh, you didn't pay it, yes I do, because I have a confirmation number. So I just put those in. Right here for lawn care, it says $30. And I put a note, paid Zach with a check, no time to go to the bank before he came and cut the grass. So he was helping Jackson learn how to cut the grass. And I had not been to the bank to get his cash. Normally I pay him in cash, but this time I just did a check. He was fine with it because I did not have enough time to get to the bank to get the cash. So I just made myself a little note. That way when I go to the bank to get cash out, I won't get out the full $60 amount because I know I've already paid him $30 in a check. Now, for my living and housing expenses, I have $1,286.32 is what went out as far as living expense. All right, now moving down to regular payments. Now, as far as a couple things here. So I did pay Taekwondo $325. So that's all that needed to be paid for that. But last month I had to pay for a line of speed chucks. So speed chucks are different than nunchucks. We thought that the $45 for the speed chucks took care of 2 chucks. Well, it only took care of 1 chuck. So now I have to pay another $45 for another chuck, which I have been invoiced for, but I haven't paid it yet. He'll let me hold it out until I can pay for it. So as soon as Dad sends some money, I'll pay for her second nunchuck, her second speed chuck, but it wasn't an expense that I was expecting to have to pay. That's going to be an expense you'll see in the next coming weeks. So that was regular payments. All right, moving down as far as groceries are concerned. So I did an additional Aldi haul and a Harris Teeter haul, and that took me to $59.97, which is above the budget that I had at $58 and some change. So technically my grocery budget is done for the month, but I am anticipating some additional funds to come in from Dad, and I will just get groceries with that money. If nothing else comes in, what I have determined is we will just eat out of our fridge and our pantry. Even if I have to go off of keto for this month just to eat what we have in our pantry, then we'll do what we have to do. We don't have much that's non-keto in here, but we'll do whatever needs doing as far as not worrying about where I'm going to buy, get grocery money. Even if I have to take money out of my emergency fund for groceries, it'll still be fine, because if I don't have grocery money, then groceries would be an emergency. So I'm going to leave it at that and not worry. I am not worried in the least about having groceries. The Bible says if God is concerned about what the ravens eat, he is definitely concerned about what me and my children eat. So I'm not concerned over it. I'm not going to worry about it. He is going to make a way. And again, like I said, when Dad sends a little, I'll just, pick out a few dollars and we'll just get the things that we have to have. So that's how we're going to deal with that. All right, moving further down into my personal care. So I took out from the bank in cash $20 cash, and I made myself a note that $20 cash for Jackson's haircut, and I'm saving the $8 for Mom's haircut because Jackson's haircut is $12. To get my haircut, it is $15, so I just need to add in $7. Let me go back up and talk about this one thing real quick in groceries. It just came to my mind. So where you see $59.97, technically I didn't spend $59.97. The $32.55 that came in from my summer share was in this. So if I take $32.55 from this, that gives me $27.97, and then I had an extra $15 from July. So that would actually mean I only spent $12 of the $58 that I had planned on spending for August groceries. So I actually built in that $32.55 plus another $15 that I, had from July. I was trying to think. Now I know I was going to have a little bit of extra money for next week's groceries, and that's why the $32.55 that was from the interest, I actually used that for the Aldi haul and a little bit of the Harris Teeter to get me through. So that's what that was. So we at least have $46 for next week's groceries, and it won't be any problem. So $20 for Jackson. I meant $20 I took out for the haircut, $12 for his haircut. I have $8 in my wallet. That's going to do me for saving until I can get the extra $7 for my haircut. But I don't need a haircut until next weekend, Friday or Saturday. All right, miscellaneous. Oh no, this is dentist, doctor's office prescriptions. So Jackson went to the allergist. I had $25 left on my benefits card, so I used that. I budgeted in $80 for Jackson. I budgeted in $85, but $25 I used off of my benefits card, and then I only used $55. So that actually gave me an extra $30 that I could put towards groceries as well. So there's money for groceries within the next, week. I'm not worried. And then I had to get both of the kids a prescription on Friday, $5 a piece. Jackson got a nose spray, and Alana got some pills. So for her allergies, her Singulair, and then Jackson got an additional nose spray. Jackson's having to be retested for his allergies because he is still on way too many medications. Either his allergy shots are not working, we don't have the right mixture, or they need to recalculate his formula because he's still on too many medications and having too many issues with his nose. So we're going back to allergy test him in September again. So we did have to get 2 prescriptions at $10, which I didn't account for because I didn't know ahead of time. All right, now I did get gas. So I have $30 and I filled up my tank on August the 2nd. I'm just trying to track when I'm filling up so that I'll know how many days a full tank of gas is going to last me. If I'm doing my regular, just around the house and what the kids and I would be doing normally without having to include work. So I did fill up my tank on August the 2nd. I just made myself a note. I'm really enjoying these making yourself a note things because sometimes I forget. When I come back the next week and try to make a video to update, I want to remember what it was that I did. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't remember what it was I did. But if you go under the File tab and then you go to the sheet and hit Unprotect, it will then let you put in the note. And one of my subscribers who uses this sheet now let me know that. She said her husband had figured it out and that worked out real well for me. So if you're using the sheet and you find out something great about it that you want to tell me that I'm not using, please, be sure to tell me. And you can unprotect all the sheets or leave them protected, however you want to do it. So far, I've spent $1,786.29. Let me take you back to my personal budget worksheet because one of my subscribers who actually was following along helped me remember something. And I was grateful for that because I actually had forgotten it. So here, where my telephone is, I had not put in my telephone bill for this month. And so the subscriber said, hey, Shakima, you normally talk about you and Trent and splitting the phone bill. Did you forget? And I absolutely had forgot to put the $92.47 in for my cell phone bill. So, of course, that bumped up what I was going to have to pay out of pocket more because I had forgotten about $100 worth of stuff. So that is how it is. So what is paid? The mortgage, the AC, the water, my internet, half of my grass, taekwondo is paid. Now, my graduation fee is due by the 15th. Now, I couldn't plan for this far out because we didn't know when we were graduating until just recently. So I've already paid half. I do have another half to pay by the 15th. And if I don't have any additional funding come in, I'm going to just take that out of my emergency fund because I have to graduate. So I'm going to do that if I need to, but I still have another week. And some days it actually is just a PayPal, so it'll work out just fine. But I did make that decision. All right, so for groceries, you see $59.97. Remember, $32.55 was interest that I added in. Then the $30 that I didn't use for Jackson for his doctor's appointment, and then it was another $15, so that's $75 that I could use towards groceries. So I've already used 60, let's say, so I have 15 plus this 58, 68. So there's enough money for groceries next week, no problem. Out of my $30 hair care, I've already spent 20. I haven't paid anything on Alana's doctor bill just yet. I am waiting for Dad to send some money. When he sends some money, I'm going to pay off the radiology bill, which is $63. And then I'm going to call the hospital and set up a payment arrangement for the rest of the bill, the $500 for the ultrasound. Because even though we did it in an off-site place, it still goes through the hospital. So I'm just going to ask them if they'll give me a payment arrangement, and then I will just pay that off. Hopefully we'll have it paid off by the end of August. If not, definitely by the end of September. I haven't done the kids' EOGs yet because Dad hasn't sent any money yet, so that's fine. I will do it whenever I get the money. And then for my house, like I said, that can move out to September. I just put it in. I have not been to the bank, so I didn't get Gracie's money out. She does have enough dog food for at least another week. So if I don't get to the bank, she's okay at least for another week. And I think we're just going to get her a small bag. We used to get her a really big bag, but she doesn't eat as much as she used to. So we're going to get a small bag. If we need to get another small bag before the end of the month, at least, you know, the food will be as fresh as possible. So we'll get a small bag. She'll use that up a couple weeks. And then if we need another small bag before the end of August, we'll do that as well. For gas, so far, I've just paid $30. And I do plan to call to have my oil change one day next week because I'm right around nearing my 5,000 mile mark. And so I do need to go ahead and have my oil change. I have not done anything as far as replacing my tires. Like I said, I can wait until the end of August if I need to, because I will get paid a full paycheck, and then I could always do it there if I needed to. Haven't done anything as far as the gifts or the kids' curriculum just yet, and I'm still just waiting because Dad hasn't sent any money in, and I know something will come in. So once things come in, you'll start to see that some of these other things with the red triangles will be taken care of down the road. It's just today is the 4th of August, and so I still have the rest of the month to take care of all of the necessary things that need to be taken care of. In my actual payroll and what I have left, I have $331.26. I do have a few things that must be paid, which are the oil change, Gracie's food, graduation, my health wage gym, another lawn care, and my telephone bill. So if I don't get any other income to come into the household, I have all of the monies that I need to take care of the most necessary things for the month of August. Anything over that is just helpful. Like I said, the kids don't start back school until September, so we do have time to get curriculum. I usually try to start looking at curriculum by the middle of August to see what's out there and what I'm looking at as far as pricing. So I have no concern. I am so good with where we are on the budget. It looks bad on paper, but again, there are some things that can be shifted around, and I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. Haven't even added in any Google AdSense, and then of course I'll do my travel reimbursement, which you'll see that in September. So anywho, there it is. That's what we're looking at as far as the first 3 days of August. So if you like this video, be sure and thumb it up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions or comments about the budget, just leave us a comment down below. We'll be happy to answer it as best we can based on our budgeting journey. We cannot make those choices for anyone else other than ourselves, but we do appreciate everybody who comes and supports us. So thank you guys again so much for stopping by our channel. We hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, again, leave us a comment down below, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.